Viktor notices Alice's maid outfit shows a lot of her shoulders and thinks it might be too revealing. When Alice shows him her other outfits, they're also quite bold in their own way. Alice teases Viktor by saying maybe she won't wear anything the next day. Later, Viktor heads to the conservatory for some reading, but finds it overrun with weeds. Alice apologizes for forgetting to maintain this part of the mansion. Viktor doesn't blame her. Instead, he wants to help clean it up. He uses his curse to wilt the weeds away and starts thinking about how his curse works. He realizes that if he wears thick clothing, he can touch things without harming them. This reflection makes him feel the weight of living under the witch's curse. While cleaning, Viktor sees Alice admiring some blue flowers. He makes a garland out of them and gives it to her. Alice is touched and promises to cherish it. This small moment of happiness makes Viktor look forward to the witches' gathering. He hopes to break his curse one day and reunite with his family, dreaming that his mother might accept him again. That night, Viktor can't sleep and hears Alice shouting. Rushing to help, he doesn't realize she's in the shower. The cat has stolen her gown, leaving Alice without anything to wear. Viktor covers Alice with his jacket, finding the situation a bit distracting as they search for the cat. They find the cat, but Alice's gown is torn. Seeing the cat needs nesting material, Alice gives her gown to it. Viktor, concerned for Alice, tells her to take another shower to avoid catching a cold. Alice teases him by asking if he wants to join, making Viktor quickly leave the room, wishing her a good night. The night of the blood moon arrives, and Zane and Cuff come to take Viktor and Alice to the witches' gathering. Viktor is nervous about meeting so many witches, but Cuff and Zane assure him they'll protect him. They give Viktor and Alice magic robes to hide their human scent and use a mirror to teleport to the gathering. Rob sees them off, wishing them luck on their adventure. When they arrive at the witches' gathering, Viktor is really nervous, especially when he sees a witch drop his eye. Viktor helps him pick it up, trying to be helpful. The leader of the witches, Daleth, starts taking attendance and notices Zane and Cuff have brought 2 guests. Cuff calls them her children, which surprises Viktor because Zane had told her to say they were siblings. Daleth plays along with the joke, making Viktor even more surprised by how relaxed the meeting is. The meeting ends quicker than Viktor expects, and he's amazed by how laid back everything is. Some witches congratulate Zane and Cuff on their children, but one witch makes a rude comment about Cuff being half-human. Zane quickly stands up for Cuff, saying she's a respected witch. Alice gets a chance to talk to Daleth, who recognizes her. Alice asks if her mother had connections with witches, but Daleth isn't sure. Daleth then recognizes Viktor, revealing she knew the witch who cursed him as a child. Viktor's hope for breaking his curse is dashed when Daleth tells him the witch has died, and she doesn't know how to break the curse either. Daleth suggests Viktor should give up, even going so far as to burn his magic robe and reveal he's human to everyone there. In a rush, they head for the mirror to teleport back, but a witch's plant magic grabs Alice. Viktor saves her by using his curse to kill the plant. Thanks to Cuff's fire magic, they safely return to the mansion. Viktor apologizes for the trouble, but Zane says it's no big deal because they often end up in fights like this. Alice thanks Viktor for saving her, and even though Viktor didn't find a way to break his curse, he's grateful for Cuff's help. Cuff tells him she decided to be his friend after seeing how hard he worked to find Alice's earring. Viktor is happy to hear this and looks forward to being friends. This experience gives Viktor new hope for breaking his curse one day. Alice, in her usual teasing manner, asks Viktor what he'd like to do if he breaks his curse, playfully suggesting if he'd want to touch her opie.